Hello everyone and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is a message that I'm wanting to send out to everyone, and in relation to this pandemic of the coronavirus, I'm wanting to send you out a message of love, a message of camaraderie, and a message of faith. We need to keep the faith. We need to keep doing what we're told to do by the experts, of course, so that we can try and contain this virus. My condolences to those people that have lost loved ones, family members, friends. My condolences to those, mostly in the country of Italy, of course, which was the most hit. I do hope that this terrible virus, this terrible epidemic is contained as soon as possible with the help of God and with the help of the experts. So as I said, we need to listen to what they tell us. Let's not take it too lightly, as it is serious, but it is in our hands. And of course, we need to keep the faith, as I said, that we can overcome this. We know that astrologically speaking, we're moving through a very difficult season. I do believe that the next couple of weeks are going to be very, very important, and it's got a lot to do with what we do. It's got a lot to do with our next trajectory, where we're heading, and especially, that we have to think before we act. And of course, let's not over panic. We know that panic is the worst thing that we can do, but listening to the experts is the most important thing, and let's not take chances. So I'm sending my prayers out to all of you. As I said, we've got a saying in Greek which says, your faith saved you. So let's especially keep the faith at this time, as it's very important. Let's keep our spirits as high as possible. And these positive vibes that we will send out to the divine, to the universe, and to others should help. It will be received, no doubt. As we always say, a positive mind leads to a healthy body. A healthy mind leads to a healthy body. Whichever way you look at it, that's what we have to do right now. So again, I will leave you with this message. I did have to say something about it because it's not something that we can sweep under the carpet. Okay, so let's see what your messages are for this time. As I said, if we need to stay indoors, which is very important now, and keep the contact with others to a minimal, that is the safest thing that we can do. All right, let's look at your cards and see what's going on at this point. Again, my love to all of you and blessings. Do stay strong. Do stay healthy. Let's go on to the readings. Hello, dear Sagittarius. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is your mid-March until end of March of 2020. Okay, I'm using the Druid Craft Tarot deck for your major arcana, your main message. Let's see what you're dealing with at these challenging times in the world. We've got the High Priest, which is the card of Taurus. This is the Hierophant. Beautiful card. The High Priest can speak of the church. It can speak of marriage, commitment, faith. At this time, it can also speak of restrictions or having to do things by the book, as your generations that have passed, as they used to do things, you're following traditions. I see a lot of power in this card here. Dear Sagittarius, I know that you're also going through challenging times as your ruling planet Jupiter is transiting through the sign of Capricorn. It is touching on those big malefic energies, and this can be quite hard for all of you. Now the High Priest says, keep the faith. Okay, this is the guru, the teacher, if this is what's going to help you guys get through this time. We know that you're all about faith, okay? So do trust in the divine plan. Do connect to spirit, if for those of you that are more spiritual. Now, the High Priest being Taurus, some of you may be dealing with a Taurian person, or this could be something around a commitment or even family. Okay, let's take... We know that Venus is transiting through the sign of Taurus, as is Uranus. Sudden changes where our values are concerned. We know that Venus through the sign of Taurus is very strong. So we know that Venus is also things that we love. So there could be drastic changes in those things that I just mentioned. Let's take your cards, dear Sagittarius. What are you dealing with at this time? We've got the Three of Cups. We have the Hangman, which is Pisces. And we have the Hermit, which is Virgo. So, yes, beautiful. Three of Cups can mean, you know, people that feel like family to you, people who could be your own family. Okay, these could be friends, co-workers, whatever the case. This could be people getting together. Even though I'm not reading reversals, I do feel as though this is people coming together in whichever way that is possible at these times. This could be through phone calls. These could be, you know, the people that you live together with. Okay, this could be talking, getting together, sharing your feelings, your emotions. We know that Three of Cups can also be a celebration, some sort of a celebration that you may have just had recently. Now with the Hangman we know is Pisces, and we know that also recently, and it is still the time of Pisces as the equinox, the sun moves into Aries in a few days. We're still going through the energies of Pisces, and I would say that both these cards, even with Virgo and Pisces, we did have a new moon in Pisces and we had a full moon in Virgo in the last month. So this is the time when we're trying to be enlightened. For whatever case, with the Hanging Man, Pisces can mean endings of cycles, but also trying to see through the darkness. The Hermit could be also another spiritual leader. This could be someone that is advising others, someone who is the source of clarity or the source of enlightenment for others. Could the Hermit be the same person as the High Priest? I suppose it could be. Okay, so this is a spiritual teacher. For some of you that are in a spiritual or religious group, you are now looking much more, you are secluded. I'm going to say this could be a group that you're in where you're looking for the answers through the divine. You're looking for the enlightenment. This could also be a doctor. This could be someone who works in the legal field, okay, or someone that is just very good at looking at the details. Dear Sagittarius, you may be dealing with a Virgo. We got Virgo Pisces, or you may be dealing with a Pisces. Of course, Virgo would be the house of others for a Piscean, and the other way around. So the High Priest does speak. It is a 5, so there is some sort of an imbalance here that you're looking into. And we know that Pisces is also ending, so we're at the end of some cycle here. We know that the Hangman is all about, you know, you're stuck in a situation. You're doing your homework, you're doing the Virgo thing here. What are you looking at, though? What are you looking at? I'd like to take some more cards. I'm using the Witch's Tarot. Let's look at this Three of Cups. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles we know is the family card. It could also mean that there's been some sort of a celebration and manifestation of a lot of abundance here with the Ten of Pentacles. As I was saying, this is the family card, and with the Three of Cups, obviously there's been, or there will be, not everyone is on the exact same timeline, so there will be something very stable coming in for you. You know, we've got the card of sacrifice here, the card of sacrifice and the card of waiting for something, looking for the answers. Now we've got 10 Pentacles, and Pentacles can speak of being very grounded, it's something very physical, very tangible, whereas the energy of Pisces has got nothing to do with that. Let's take a card on that. And we've got the Knight of Swords, and what I think that deals with is the confusion, because this is the card of Neptune, right? Pisces is ruled by Neptune. That the confusion, after the confusion and things being up in the air, that the clarity comes through, the communication comes through. And we know that the tens always speak of a cycle ending. So there is a sense of a restart here. There is a sense of restart, but it's not happening until we can actually see the light. So the Knight of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, can mean about, it can talk about communication and action being taken, but it can also mean that things are up in the air because there's been some sort of a maybe disagreement where family is concerned or where marriage is concerned. Maybe you're not on the same page with your partner, dear Sagittarius, in your beliefs. Let's take a card on the Hermit. And we've got the Tower. And the Tower is, for me, it is Uranus transiting through the sign of Taurus. This is an awakening, an abrupt shift, a quick shift and a change. This can also be an epiphany, though, after doing the homework as the Hermit does. This can also speak of Scorpio energies, as Pluto brings transformation and big changes on a fundamental level. Let's see what else. What is this epiphany for Sagittarius? Wow. And we've got the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords can be pain, but it can also be some sort of a disappointment or a heartbreak. So what I feel here is that for some of you that were not on the same page where commitment is concerned, obviously there's been a lot of disappointment and someone has taken a step back. They are soul searching at this time. Now, because the Hermit can also be a surgeon, a doctor, this could be some sort of a sudden heartbreak or health issues where your family is concerned, where a family member is concerned, dear Sagittarius. Let's take the Three of Swords. And we have the Ace of Wands, which is a successful new beginning, and this is like the light coming on. So what I feel with this is that I'm going to say that something that you have found out, dear Sagittarius, something that you've figured out, you've had an epiphany that was disappointing at first, will give you some sort of a change, a new beginning, because we know that this can be like a spark. This can also mean something very creative. For those of you that have had some sort of a disappointment, and this could even be in business, where business is concerned, where business was going really well, all of a sudden you've been challenged by something, by some truth, by some lies, and therefore you're looking for the answers, dear Sagittarius. All of a sudden there's an epiphany here, and what you see is heartbreaking for you, but it's obviously going to restart. It's going to shift for you, and it's going to suddenly show that there is newness here, as we've got that butterfly which has changed. It has been rebirthed. And we know that the Ace of Wands can also mean anything to do with sex, with intimacy. This could even be, and I'm going to say, for some of you, this could even be, and I'm sorry to say, but it could be a miscarriage. A miscarriage, unfortunately. For those of you that have had issues where pregnancy is concerned, this could mean a miscarriage. What it's saying here with the Ace of Wands is that don't stop believing, don't stop trying, okay, because the butterfly is all about newness, okay. Keep the faith. And let's take a card on that High Priest, which says that there are changes ahead of you. Let's take a card and see what they are. And we have the High Priestess. Wow. These are two spiritual leaders. For those of you that are looking at love, the fact that you cannot at this time come together for whatever reason, because of family, because of obligations, because of health issues, because the timing is not right, then this is saying that there is a spiritual connection here. There is strong intuition where one person can feel the other. Now, I'm going to say that for those of you, this could even be a mirroring effect that you and your beloved are going through, where one person is feeling the same as the other, as you are in a mirroring point where you're both going through the same thing. I feel here. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the Eight of Swords, so it's all about worry and feeling as though you are challenged. You're feeling imprisoned either by family, either by lack of communication, either you've got things to communicate with family, around family, could even be legal things, legalities around marriage. For those of you that are separating, you are going to have a new beginning. What's underneath that Eight of Swords? And we've got the King of Cups, dear Sagittarius. And the King of Cups is someone that is open emotionally. King of Cups could be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I do feel that this is your energy. Some of you may be on the cusp, obviously, with Scorpio. This to me says that you are open emotionally. Unfortunately, there are family issues going on around here. Other things are more important at this time. It looks as though love is going to have to wait. The High Priestess does speak of high intuition. Keep and trust that whatever you are feeling, whatever you feel within your heart, within your body, within your bones, trust that that is speaking to you at this time, as we've got a lot of indications of enlightenment coming through. So do try and connect if possible. Let's see what's at the bottom. Knight of Wands, quick change, and that flame, that fire is coming back in, I feel, with the Knight of Wands. And this is also your energy. I do see you taking action on something that you desire, no doubt. This could even mean travel. It doesn't have to be long distance. It could be short distance as well. This could even mean business. So anything to do with what you're manifesting here. And I do feel that this is the light coming through. It's coming in quickly for you, as you've got the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords here, and the Knight of Wands. Both are knights that take action. Excuse me. So this is quick enlightenment coming through, quick creativity, and someone that is going for what they desire. Okay, so I feel that this will stop very soon. I do feel that this is your energy very strongly, dear Sagittarius. So I do feel mainly, because even the High Priestess is the Virgo Pisces card, I do feel very strongly that you are dealing with a Virgo or a Pisces, Sun, Moon or Rising. Dear Sagittarius, I do feel that strongly here. Okay, so could it be also that you've disappointed the person that you're dealing with and they've gone within? And I do say that there's family situations going on here, but also things to do with commitment. As I said, maybe you're not, but you're both not on the same page where that is concerned. But I do see a new beginning. This was a fork in the road for you that you will be overcoming. That's what I feel strongly for you. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my handwritten cards here. And I'd like to see what the message is. I'm going to take the handwritten card on the Tower. I want to see what this epiphany is all about. I'm sorry for not trusting you, but I've been hurt before. And this is the Seven of Swords. So obviously there isn't trust here. Someone was fearing that they were being sneaked. So someone was sneaking behind their back, doing things that they did not know. That's probably why we've got the Virgo card here, the Hermit. Let's take one more card. And just looking at the card on its own without the message, okay, Seven of Swords does speak of intelligence. Know that whatever you are confused about, you will be enlightened with. Let's take another card. And we've got another 7. We come from 2 very different worlds, but we can overcome this with our love. Another 7. So Spirit is here saying that do not give up. Keep working at what you're doing. If there is a fork in the road, don't give up as of yet. Trust in the divine. We do have the High Priest here, which is all about commitment and trust. Do understand that someone was obviously not ready. And when both parties are not ready to take the next step, even if this is partnership, because there needs to be trust. There's obviously been trust issues here. Know that the time will come when they are ready, okay, and that the connection goes way deeper than just on a mundane level. As I said, 2 spiritual leaders right there. So, dear Sagittarius, I do feel that this is fated, what you're going through right now. This is newness. This is new life. Hang around and be patient. Very soon and just around the corner, a brand new beginning. Okay, and this is going to be very decisive as well. If you haven't been messaged, if the messages have not been coming through, know that they will. Okay, we've got 8 wands here. Okay, so if you've been ghosted, know that the messages are coming through very, very soon. Okay. All right, I will leave you at that. Thank you so much. Wishing you all the best. Much love, much light, and healing to all who are affected at this time.